Bill Collins, thanks for joining us here at the Media Centre couch.
My pleasure always. It's just been a joy to be here. Everything hadn't worked like I wanted to, but it's been a pleasure.
Now you have won the 100 metres and you have won the 200 metres. Must feel good to be able to go home with 2 gold medals in your bag.
Well, just going home or just being here and competing and finishing races is a blessing in itself. Yeah, and the 2 goals are just incredible. Yeah.
We talked a lot before about why at 65 and after suffering from Guillain-Barré syndrome you still compete. Why do you keep going?
It's the camaraderie of the people. The World Master Games is probably the most friendliest event that you'll ever go to. Everybody's for each other here, and you develop relationships and family and friends that you meet every 2 to 3 years in these championships, and it's just a wonderful thing. And I get to meet people like yourself that are just, it's a beautiful thing. And when you can inspire people to move forward, to continue on, and setbacks, may come. We all have setbacks in life, but to continue moving forward is just incredible.
You yourself are an inspiration to a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people come up to you at this meet, track you down, shake your hand, and say thank you. It must be really nice.
It's unbelievable, President. To go through life, to have impressed one person is an accomplishment, but for the thousands that I have impressed, and I think it's through humbleness, and that's what it is. Winning is one thing, but also being humble to share stories and to help people. I've talked to so many people of how they should train and what they should do and how to recover from the illnesses or injuries, pull muscles, and never give up. That's the thing in life. We can always just say it's enough. What is enough in life? At 60, 70, 80 years old, my inspiration has been my family. My mother passed away early in life. She was 64. My dad lived to be 97. My goal in life is to try to get to where my dad was at 97. He was a total inspiration of all the things that I do, and inspired me, and people themselves just are so wonderful.
Can you still see yourself competing at 97?
Well, that's the thing. It's long for me, especially with the Guillain-Barré coming on. I don't know how much more my body can take. Somehow I will be involved in the sport some way. I've been doing this close to 50 years now. Made my first international team in 1968. So I've been running at a high level for a long period of time. And the Guillain-Barré really shut my body down tremendously when I was in the hospital. Couldn't walk and came back from that. And my prayer at that time was just to walk again. But I've always wanted to be involved in athletics as best I can just because of the people, and try to help the sport, promote the sport. There's so much more we could do. We look at the Olympic Games, and the World Masters Games is, sometimes 5 times as large as the Olympic Games. And, is no one getting any freebies here. We have to pay our own way. And so that's where the camaraderie comes. We get through a competition, we all shake hands, we'll go out to dinner, we'll share beer with each other. Whether you win, whether you're in first place or last place, or whether you just got through a heat up prelims, we're all the same.
You talked about you have competed at a high level, at an Olympic level.
Yeah.
And the competition here, despite the social factor, is still very, very tough, isn't it?
It's probably tougher now because we're asking our bodies to do what we were doing back when we were 19 and 20 years old. And sometimes when we get older, we get crazier. We try to do more events. I got guys that come here, they say, Bill, I'm doing 9 events. I said, well, you're 70 years old now. You used to just do 2. Now you're doing 7. Well, I just love it so. And we push and push. And the serious thing about this is that we ignore injuries. We think we're still 20 years old, and we don't see the signs that I got to pull muscle, I got hurt. We'll wrap it up, we'll ice it, and still try to compete. And I see that a lot of the runners, the men and women both, are the same way. We're just fierce competitors, and that's a great spirit to have. Yeah.
Talked about when you were in bed in 2011, Guillain-Barré syndrome, and you just thought about running again, about wanting to get back out, wanting to get through that. That must have driven you on enormously.
It really did. When I knew that I was going to live, that's the first thing. And the thing was to get the ability to walk again, because when I left the hospital, I couldn't walk. So 90 days of water training and getting my body in movement again. And the first time that I can remember touching the surface of the pool and was able to push off, I knew, because my wife was on the side of the pool, and I looked up at her, and she saw me, and she saw that flash in my eye. And we both said, I'm running again, and I'll be running again soon. And it was just amazing, a feeling. And the blessings, I give all the credit to God for, giving me this opportunity. And then from that point, all my teammates, everyone around the United States, all the messages from around the world, emails that I got, Bill, we're looking forward to your return. And when I returned that first indoor meet, I was able to set 3 world records, and that was an accomplishment. And then to come here and to still be able to compete at that level, and to see how the spectators and the officials and the trainers and everyone who had been following my career was so appreciative to see me compete again, and then to come out here and run the way I run is just unbelievable. Yeah.
Because you're still running 12-second 100 meters at 60.
I'll be 66 in a few weeks.
That's extremely impressive. I know guys half your age who would be struggling to hit anywhere near that.
Well, what inspires me now, because before I left, I had some muscle testing, and I only have 60% of my muscle usage. It's never going to get back to 100%, but that drives me more, because I think of what I'm capable of doing now at a lower level of muscle usage if I had 100%. I feel, on a good day, less travel, I could probably run under 12 seconds. Break 24 in the 200, and no telling what I could run in the 400, because with my speed and strength, because I train like a quarter miler, and I was really looking forward to that, to see if I could, run in the 52 range, which would be something pretty crazy.
That would be, I think that would leave a lot of people out there very, very scared.
Yeah.
And also a lot of people may be relieved that you're not running in the 400 meters, because it gives them a chance now.
Well, and see, that's the part of things. When I came to the meet today, looking at the 400, and knowing that I may only get through one round, and when I talked to Alan, and they told me that if I competed, they would not advance anyone else, I immediately then decided I'm not running, because I wouldn't want to take out the opportunity for someone else to get on that podium, which may never be able to do that. So I'm happy about that, yeah.
Bill Collins, it has been an absolute pleasure to meet you. You are an inspiration to so many people and so many athletes out there, and I just thank you very much for joining us here.
All the best to you, and I want to send the best wishes. I mean, every time I've been to Australia, it's been unbelievable time, and this is one of my favorite places in the world to travel, because I've been inspired by, so many people here that know me and have followed me in my career, and it's just like almost coming home.
Bill Collins, 100 and 200 metre champion at the World Masters Athletics Championships here in Perth. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.